Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. After stomping through theaters again in 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, the King of the Monsters is trying to conquer streaming as well. Back in January, Apple TV Plus announced that a live-action Godzilla series was in development. Today, we have a few more details as WandaVision director Matt Shakman has signed on to direct part of the series. Shakman would direct the first 2 episodes and serve as executive producer. We still don't have a full title for the show, which Apple TV Plus refers to as Godzilla and the Titans, while also still calling it the Untitled Monsterverse series. The show follows the events of 2014's Godzilla, where Godzilla and the Mutos met in San Francisco for a massive battle. One family will have to dive into its past to uncover its secret connection to the global organization known as Monarch. The series, co-created by Chris Black, a writer on Star Trek Enterprise and Outcast, and Matt Fraction, writer of comics like Hawkeye, The Defenders, and Sex Criminals. Black will also serve as the showrunner for the series. The untitled Apple TV Plus series isn't the only upcoming entry in Legendary's Monsterverse. Last week, Legendary tapped Dan Stevens as the star of the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel film. According to Deadline, Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard will be returning for the sequel, with production beginning this summer in Australia. There's also the animated series Skull Island, which is being produced for Netflix. Powerhouse Animation, the studio behind other Netflix animated shows like Castlevania, Blood of Zeus, and Masters of the Universe Revelation, is handling the show similar to the film Kong Skull Island. The show will focus on a cruise shipwreck on the legendary island. Neither Skull Island, the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, nor the live-action Godzilla series have any sort of release window. So there's a bright future for Godzilla and King Kong fans. We just don't know when that future is going to be realized. So this is big and everything. The guy who did WandaVision did a great job. WandaVision was a 4-star show. I think this will be good because we get to dive into where Godzilla went and how he moves around. We know how he moves around, but we want to see, where did he go after San Francisco before King of the Monsters happened. I think that'll be great for a show to do. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for that. Let's see. All right. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has divided some Marvel fans after casting Peggy Carter instead of Sam Wilson in the movie's Captain America cameo. But that has never stopped them from speculating what could be next for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Current rumors suggest that Marvel Studios may be developing a series based around the most divisive cameo from Doctor Strange 2, Captain Carter, the super soldier variant of Peggy Carter played by Haley Atwell. Haley Atwell first appeared in the MCU in Captain America: The First Avenger as Peggy Carter, the love interest of Steve Rogers / Captain America. Marvel fans initially loved the character, and she starred in a Marvel one-shot called Agent Carter in 2013. The one-shot served as a backdoor pilot to her own series on Disney-owned ABC, Agent Carter, which aired from 2015 to 2016, lasting 2 seasons. Its status as MCU canon was much debated, like its predecessor, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., since it was developed by Marvel Television and not Kevin Feige Marvel Studios, but her co-star James D'Arcy reprised his role as Edwin Jarvis in Avengers Endgame. The whole series is currently available on Disney+. Haley Atwell returned as an older version of Peggy Carter in both Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Ant-Man, and even had a cameo in Avengers Age of Ultron when Wanda Maximoff / Scarlet Witch was controlling Steve's mind. Marvel's fans thought the character was done in MCU until she was reunited with Steve Rogers in his divisive ending in Endgame. Haley Atwell also voiced the variant of Peggy Carter in the first episode of Marvel's animated series What If title. What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? The episode was a retelling of Captain America, the first Avenger, with the small change that Peggy took the super soldier serum and became lost in time instead of Steve. The official description of the Marvel original series reads, What If flips the script on the MCU, reimagining famous events from the films in unexpected ways. Marvel Studios' first animated series focuses on different heroes from the MCU, featuring a voice cast that includes a host of stars who reprise their roles, directed by Brian Andrews with A.C. Bradley as head writer. What If launches exclusively on Disney Plus, and it was on August 11, 2021. The Watcher, voiced by Jeffrey Wright, would eventually recruit Captain Carter to become one of the Guardians of the Multiverse in the season 1 finale. While some fans love Captain Carter and Marvel Comics started a series based on another version of the character, some fans took issue with how Marvel promoted the character. Her recent cameo appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness reignited tensions among fans. Some fans have had issues with Peggy Carter since her first appearance. Peggy Carter in the MCU notably bears little resemblance to her Marvel comic book counterpart. Margaret Peggy Carter first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 77, 1966 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but was named as an actual character by Steve Englehart in Captain America number 162. Peggy Carter in Marvel Comics is a wealthy blonde woman from Richmond, Virginia. Peggy had joined the French Resistance, was a field agent codenamed Agent 13, where she met and fell in love with Steve Rogers. Later, she would join S.H.I.E.L.D. Though she is not a founding member of the spy agency like in the MCU, Marvel comic book readers have said that Haley Atwell's version of Peggy Carter in the MCU has more in common with another character. Cynthia Glass / Agent X is another love interest of Steve Rogers, introduced in Adventures of Captain America #1, which was in 1991 by Fabian Nicieza and Kevin Maguire. Sydney Glass was revealed to be a Nazi spy and double agent. However, she aided Steve Rogers in his battle with the Red Skull and sacrificed her life to save him just 4 issues after she was initially introduced. The evidence many have provided to say that Glass inspired Peggy is that she has brown hair. Much of Peggy's MCU personality actually appears to have been inspired by her niece Sharon Carter. Uncreative Addie shared evidence of the physical resemblance, saying, yes, let's just make put Cynthia Glass in the MCU and then change her name to Peggy Carter so no one would know that she was a Nazi, and then make her Steve's love interest. Even though Steve was Jewish in the comics, and just make Steve, white man being America's gold star. Other MCU characters whose comic book counterparts have ties to Hydra do not face similar backlash, such as Baron Zemo, played by David Brühl, who in the comics is the leader of Hydra. These same fans were not saying he should be removed from the MCU because of this. Instead, love for his character resulted in Marvel releasing the Zemo cut of him dancing onto Disney+. Many theorists have claimed the Hydra / Nazi roots still exist in MCU's Peggy Carter. In The Winter Soldier, it was revealed that S.H.I.E.L.D. hired Arnim Zola, played by Toby Jones, which eventually led to Hydra infiltration of S.H.I.E.L.D. This does seem to ignore the fact that in the MCU, S.H.I.E.L.D. was founded by more than just Peggy Carter. She worked with Chester Phillips, who was played by Tommy Lee Jones, the director of the SSR, which had already been infiltrated by Hydra, and notorious genius / moron Howard Stark, played by Dominic Cooper and John Slattery, who allows a Leviathan spy to rob his secret vault of weapons. Fans have more complaints when it comes to the Captain Carter variant. When Captain Carter premiered on August 11, 2021, Marvel Studios switched the official Captain America Twitter page from featuring Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie, who had just taken it over the page from Steve Rogers 15 weeks earlier after the finale episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier premiered on April 23, 2021. The original plan for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier had it premiered August of 2020, but following delays caused by the C-19 pandemic, it premiered over 8 months behind schedule. However, What If was able to keep its original release date as it did not suffer the same delays. which shrank the gap between the two Marvel series and shortened Sam Wilson's time on the Twitter page. Sam did regain prominence on the page after the end of What If, but fans were still offended. The decision to continually promote Captain Carter in new productions like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and a potential solo series has been seen by fans after favoring Carter over Wilson. While Captain America 4 has been greenlit, Marvel Studios does not have a release date or many updates for it yet. And Anakin Starlight expresses frustration, saying, "It's also super weird that as soon as Sam Wilson became Captain America, they began pushing Captain Carter way harder than they are pushing him as Captain America. Just super strange to me. There are rumors that Anthony Mackie might cameo in either Black Panther Wakanda Forever on November 11, 2022, or in the James Rhodey Rhodes / War Machine Don Cheadle-led series Armor Wars, possibly as a mentor to Riri Williams / Ironheart, Dominique Thorne that plays that character, who is also rumored to appear in both projects. The current discourse has also had fans leveling criticism against Haley Atwell herself. Rumors have circulated since 2016 that Haley Atwell is a bully and is difficult. She originally came under fire for commenting on the portrayal of Sharon Carter / Agent 13. Emily Van Camp played that in Winter Soldier. Fans have said Haley Atwell somehow forced Kevin Feige, the Russo brothers, and all of Marvel Studios to write out Sharon Carter so she could replace her as Steve's love interest in the MCU. They must believe she is all-powerful since Marvel Studios has struggled with other actresses like Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri from Black Panther, and Evangeline Lilly, Hope Van Dyne, or you know her as the Wasp from Ant-Man. They have been causing trouble by expressing anti-vax sentiments online. The comments Haley Atwell made about Sharon Carter at the Dallas Comic-Con Fan Expo in 2016 actually never mentioned Emily Van Camp or her performance. Despite what critics online have suggested, she said, well, first of all, Peggy be turning over in her grave. She'd be like, no, and she'd inject herself with the blue serum and become a supervillain. She'd break out of her coffin and ground. This is by Sharon. She'd ground her, then she'd kick Steve's ass as well. I just feel that, I wouldn't want to date my great aunt's guy. It just feel like it crosses an incestuous boundary. And Peggy just died. That's even more disrespectful, right? It's like, don't touch that. You can't tap that. So on all levels, it's just a big fat no. Many fans at the time of the Winter Soldier also found the timing of Sharon and Steve's kiss to be odd. Sharon and Steve had a much longer romance in the Marvel comics than he did with Peggy. And many fans still wanted to see them get together in MCU. Now it seems for many Marvel fans, enough is enough with Peggy Carter and Captain Carter. Fans like EXO, Steven Nat have said, gonna boycott Marvel if they will push Captain Carter. With June Thor's adding, I support women's rights and wrongs, but I draw the line on Captain Carter. The rumored series is said to be live action. It is not clear if it will follow the Captain Carter from What If or the one from Earth 838 at a time before her unfortunate encounter with the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, or yet another variant. So, if you want to give your displeasure of the Carter character, you can I guess go to their website. But I don't have a problem. I didn't like the first episode of What If with Peggy with Agent Carter. I mean, I didn't like it. It was okay, but her and the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I thought that was great to me. I thought it was cool. How she came in with the Illuminati. So I mean, I don't have no complaints. We'll see, but yeah, we know why they pushed her more than Sam. We know that. It's the white girl and the pink girl, and this is woman rights, so they got the pink person and the woman, so they're just trying to push this new titty verse like Detroit T was saying, man, look, Doug, they pushing the titty verse. That's what it is. It's the titty verse, and it's Among Us. They're doing it in DCEU, and they're doing it in MCU, so we might as well get ready for it. We either get with the program or just continue saying whatever, but in my opinion, I believe they ought to be careful with this because Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, the guy who plays Sam Wilson, did a great job as Captain America, and I thought he was better than Chris Evans in my opinion because he really is America because he's black, just like his dad, just like the guy said who was one of the first super soldiers who told him, dog, they never gonna accept the black man as Captain America in America, and that's the facts. And that's why that's still one of my favorite series. You know, Moon Knight's up there now because Moon Knight went hard. But like I said, to me, this is just another series they're gonna do. Let's give it a chance. I'm gonna give this She-Hulk a chance and see how it is. I'm not really going in there with expectations, and it might be good. And I'm gonna see what this is about with excuse me, tired with this Carter thing. Now, Peggy Carter, like that's why I told people go watch the What If series and then watch WandaVision and then go watch Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Also look at Loki. Loki has some gems that follows that because he was in a part where it messed the whole multiverse up. So, and Anthony Mackie might make his appearance. I hope he does in this Black Panther. I hope he just makes his appearance because I think it'll be cool to bring the character back and let people know. It's always when black people get a character, we always put to the back burner. So, thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what y'all hear, go to the description box, hit that Cash App link where you guys can donate whatever your heart's desire. Make sure you also super chat. The super chat works when a video premieres or we're live. You can super chat, and after the video's done, you guys can leave a super thanks or you can go to the Cash App. So thank you for listening. We out. Deezy.